Justin Bieber, once the poster child of pop music's golden boy turned redemption story, has found himself at the center of fresh controversy as his recent behavior sparks serious concerns over his mental and emotional well-being. For years, the Canadian singer has been candid about his battles with fame, anxiety, and substance abuse, earning him empathy and support. However, his recent string of erratic actions has reignited fears that Bieber is once again teetering on the edge. What was once brushed off as harmless quirks have now evolved into a worrying pattern. Fans were first alarmed when Justin began posting cryptic, heavily filtered videos on Instagram, featuring vague captions or sometimes none at all. His expressions in these videos often appeared distant, his tone detached, as if he was crying out for help through the safety of a screen. It wasn't long before this virtual unease spilled into real-life incidents. A particularly troubling moment unfolded when Bieber had a public meltdown while being swarmed by paparazzi. The outburst was raw and unfiltered, exposing his growing frustration with living under a microscope. Shortly after, his scandalous appearance at the 2025 Coachella Festival drew widespread criticism. His erratic conduct at the event, from bizarre interactions with fans to moments where he appeared visibly disoriented, painted a picture of a man grappling with internal chaos. Yet, despite these glaring warning signs, nothing quite prepared the public for his latest social media stunt. On May 15, Justin took to Instagram, uploading a carousel of images that sent shockwaves across the internet. The post, void of any caption, featured the 31-year-old sitting nonchalantly in an armchair, dressed in a bright orange hoodie, gray sweatpants, and a pink beanie. But it wasn't his casual attire that grabbed attention. It was the large glass bong he held in his hands, grinning as if unaware of the message this would send. In another frame from the same post, Bieber was seen holding what appeared to be a cigarette, possibly a joint, with thick clouds of smoke obscuring his face. For someone of his stature, with millions of young and impressionable followers, this blatant glorification of drug use has raised eyebrows and sparked an intense backlash. Critics argue that his actions are irresponsible, while fans fear this is yet another sign of his declining mental state. To make matters worse, swirling rumors about Bieber's financial woes have added another layer of concern. Reports suggest that the singer faces mounting debts, allegedly owing millions to his former manager Scooter Braun, following the disastrous cancellation of his 2022 Justice Tour. The abrupt end of the tour reportedly resulted in massive financial setbacks, further straining Bieber's already fragile situation. What makes this entire saga even more heartbreaking is the contrast it presents. Not too long ago, Bieber had positioned himself as a figure of redemption and personal growth. He openly spoke about finding faith, battling his inner demons, and striving to be a better husband, father, and role model. Yet, his current actions paint a starkly different picture. One of a man possibly spiraling back into old, destructive habits. For longtime fans, this downward trajectory feels eerily familiar. The cycle of highs and lows, public meltdowns followed by temporary comebacks, seems to be repeating itself. However, this time the stakes feel higher. With his personal life under scrutiny, his financial troubles mounting, and his public image rapidly deteriorating, the question lingers: is Justin Bieber okay? Mental health experts and fans alike hope that these recent incidents are not ignored, and that Bieber finds the support he so clearly needs. His journey has always been a complex one. A child star thrust into the limelight too soon, battling pressures few can comprehend. But even amidst fame, the weight of unresolved struggles can be crushing. As the world watches this latest chapter unfold, one thing is certain: Justin Bieber's story is far from over. Whether this is merely a turbulent phase or a cry for help remains to be seen. But with each controversial post, each public outburst, the concern deepens and the calls for intervention grow louder.